So in general, what I do, if I see a crypto, let's say I like it, I then try and come up with what is a probabilistic target. What is the high probability, high confidence, high probability target for this crypto, right? It could be here, whatever the price is, and I go, right, over a particular time frame, I look at, so I look at where's it likely to start being a bear market. So we're looking at, I don't know, let's just say December 2025 is when I'm going to start taking profit. Of all, as in, I'd like to sell all crypto at 2025 in December. Then you have to look at, okay, well, if that's my exit time, what is the likely market cap, likely crypto market cap by December 2025? Accounting for spikes, runaway inflation, all that sort of stuff. And let's be super conservative. Hell, we've grown basically $1 trillion in a bear market. I genuinely think we've got, I hope I'm massively out here and pessimistic, but I see $10 trillion market cap over the next couple of years, especially with all the spot ETFs coming in, and institutions. So 10 trillion market cap. You then have to look at, okay, this coin in its sector, what it does, blah, blah, blah. Work out what percentage market share is it likely to have. By this race finishing line, etc. And then you can work out your own conclusions with more patient Kryptonian, so more patient Kryptonian equation. So then you can work out, right, you'll come to an estimate of what market cap that you'll have divided by the circulating supply of whatever crypto that you're looking at, and then that will come to your price. So let's just say, just for all intents and purposes, crypto over here is $1. You think it's going to hit, I don't know, $8 by, somewhere around here, which is $8. And you then have your own conviction / confidence rating. Let's say you're very confident, you're 80% confident that's going to happen. Well, then it's a case of, holy shit, the delta value here is extreme. Because what is the delta? The delta is $7 here. As in the difference. If it were, obviously it's going to go up and down all the way up, but if from there to there, the delta's there. So buying at $1 is a good deal. That's a good price to buy something which is worth $8. If you're right. Obviously everything, in investing, everything always comes down to if you're right. But that's the game that we're playing. So, okay, well, what if you're a bit late? Let's say you're fanning around with your decision making and it's now gone, wee! And it's now $1.50. Is this still a good deal? Yes. Let's say you're still hesitant and it pulls back, oh no, it could go to zero or whatever, and then all of a sudden, oh shit, it's now $3. Is this still a good deal? Well, yes it is. It's not as good as $1 or $1.50, but it's still a good deal because you're still locking in $4 of delta. Now, this is how I think about anything I buy ever. Like even when I'm on Temu and I'm looking for some cheap tap from China, I'm still, this equation, it runs through my head in the space of 2 seconds, and it will with you. I mean, you are already naturally doing this as grown adults with, a job or a business. You're going to be doing this naturally. I'm really just explaining this as basic as I can. And Michael Saylor has come to the very same conclusion. Like Bitcoin is at, and he's said this so many times, Bitcoin is what, 30K at the moment, and he's bought all the way up and down, and he will keep on buying it. Like I see him still buying it even when we get to 100K. Why is Michael Saylor so fervent in his belief in Bitcoin? Because he sees Bitcoin being $100 trillion market cap. That's where he sees Bitcoin. So let's do the maths. It's $10 trillion $100 trillion market cap divided by, you know, realistically, let's call it $21.5 million. So what does that mean? So 100 trillion. So Jesus, I'm going to struggle here, Mike. Let's go to Bard. That'll be quicker. What's 100 trillion divided by 21.5 million? Well, this is... Okay, I'm going to have to do this the old-fashioned way. So 100, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 100 million, 1, 2, 3, that's 100 billion, 1, 2, 3, that's 100 trillion. Divide that by 21 million, 1, 2, 3. So not 21.5 million, I meant 20.5 million. 20.5 million equals, there we go, that's better. Is that what this came to? That's probably the same answer, but it always confuses me when it goes like that. So yeah, Michael Saylor believes that Bitcoin's going to get to $4.8 million a coin, and that's at current dollar value. Obviously, if the US enters big inflation, starts printing, obviously that is going to be a lot higher. So for him, buying Bitcoin at 30k, 10k, or 100k is a no-brainer, because the delta value he is buying is basically 100. Or it's actually infinite for him, because he thinks that Bitcoin will be the undisputed financial digital monetary system out there. Now, why am I harking on about Delta V and all of this bollocks? It's because I am doing exactly the same thing whenever I look at Casper. Like, that is my long tenuous link back to Casper. I see 2025, so let's say December 2025, personally, and what is it now? Like 4 cents. I see anywhere between 2 to 5 cents for Casper by the end of 2025. So, for me,
You mean dollars?
What did I say?
You said 2 to 5 cents.
Oh, sorry.
You mean dollars?
Yeah, dollars. Yes. Thank you. So,
You said 2
I
to 5
personally see this as holy shit. I'm not going to make the same mistake as I made with ADA, ETH, Zalika, like, oh my god, like the list is endless, where I've been correct time and time again since 2017 in terms of my big high conviction spot plays, and the error I've made every single freaking time is selling too much too early. I'm not going to make the same mistake again. So I have high conviction, high confidence we'll see $2 to $5 by this point here. And therefore, buying in at 2 cents, 3 cents, 4 cents, 20 cents, I don't give a shit. For me, this is like Michael Saylor and Bitcoin. For me, at the moment, until new data comes and completely blows that out of the water, I will continue to buy. So I will happily buy all the way up, because I see this happening. That is why. And let's just, before anything is taken completely out of context, like you have, I wrote a list. I tried to find it on my like notes, and I couldn't find it. But ages ago, in a trading pub, I wrote a list of, if I were to set up or look for a coin which would be absolutely amazing, it would have to be something like, trilemma solved. So, and that means it's really secure, highly scalable, so infinite scalability, and decentralized. So that says a lot. It would need to do everything on one layer. So layer 1, it would need to be layer 1. It would need instant transactions to cope with the world of, the Internet of Things and the Internet of Everything, moving in the next 10 years, we're going to have smart devices all connected, all doing transactions. You would need free or very low fees. It would need to be censorship resistant, OFAC resistant, as in, when Tornado Cash got absolutely obliterated by the US government and they froze everyone that had any interaction with the protocol. Yeah, you need that. No key head / team. So no one to sue, no one to, it needs to be like Bitcoin. Like, who do you sue with Bitcoin? You can't sue the core developers, they're just volunteers. It needs to, you do need smart contracts. You need to be able to build off it, and it needs to be a smart contract enabled. Plus, it needs to be a settlement layer. And this is what I mean by everything on layer 1. So actually, these two, pretty much the same thing. Layer 1, full capabilities, as in dApps, plus settlement layer, instant transaction, plus fast finality. I mean, it's still crazy. It's 2023, and the modern day financial system has a 3-day finality. It's nuts. I'm looking at Andy Somerville right now. If I send him 100 grand, that's not actually finalised for 3 days. It may show up in his bank account straight away, but it's not finalised. Bitcoin's not finalised for 10 minutes, really. Yeah, it's 10 minutes. If I send you Bitcoin, it is really, you don't get finality for 10 minutes. What else would I need? It would need deep volume, big market cap, because the bigger it gets, the safer it gets. Market cap. What else does it need? It needs. I wish I had this list, but you get the issue. You get where I'm going with this. Now, it doesn't have to be CAS. It could be anything else. This is really what I'm looking for. Obviously, it depends on the niche. If I'm looking for a crypto gaming coin, you don't need any of this. But when I'm looking at the big boy picture, this is the stuff that you need to look out for. Now, Casper nails every single one of them other than big market cap and deep volume. And it doesn't have dApps just yet. But doesn't mean it can't do that. No, this is coming. This is coming soon. And I think also coming soon. So this is to do with network adoption. This is nothing to do with the actual tech behind it. This is why I'm a little bit obsessed with it. I know there is. It's a bit of a divisive topic. I know there are people in the RT community right now that are thinking I'm going a bit la-la and a bit crazy, and they're seeing that as a risky thing. But ultimately, all I can offer in the realistic trader is an uninterrupted stream of thoughts from me to you. That's really all you. That's what the realistic trader is. It's just uninterrupted thoughts from me to you. Now, whether you take or heed those thoughts, and it's not advice, it's just thoughts, it's your call. And obviously you've got full access to, I don't hide behind anything. And the reason why I have done well in the past is because I weigh up all of this stuff, the delta V, the risk probabilities, and yeah, I fall on my face sometimes, but I win more than I fall on my face. So